Hey guys, welcome to the brand new Skoda Elroq. I'm currently in Prague, in Czech, at the reveal, at the launch of this brand new exciting electric car from Skoda. And I think this is a very exciting car that may actually become the best-selling electric car in Europe the next 2 years. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a tour of the exterior and the interior. So let's start off with the exterior of this new Skoda Elroq. It carries the brand new design language of Skoda called Modern Solid. So as you guys can see here, if you come a little bit closer, you can see that there is no Skoda logo. It only says Skoda in letters, and also the grille is completely gone. So we have all the sensors hidden behind this black panel here, and then we have the new DRL signature. It's a little bit unfortunate that this car doesn't have the DRLs on, but I assure you that these do light up, and then you have the headlights down here. A little bit like the brand new Porsche Macan or the brand new Audi Q6 e-tron. I really like this green color. And in this spec, I think it looks really nice and really sharp. Not sure what this green color is called, but I think it is a really nice spec. So if you come around here, you can see that from the car in profile, that it is a very compact SUV. So this is, we were joking, you know, we're a few journalists from Norway at the launch down here, and we're calling this kind of like a Volkswagen ID 3.5. And, you know, that may be a joke, but it actually is, you know, in smack between the middle of the ID3 and the ID4. So it's a little bit smaller than a Skoda Enyaq. So it's about 4.49 meters long, but it retains that same 2,765 millimeter wheelbase. So you're going to have, as the biggest battery pack in this, you're going to have that 77 kilowatt hours usable battery capacity as you get in the Enyaq. This can also be had with four-wheel drive in the 85X model. So for people who want, you know, the full package with the big battery, the fast charging, and all-wheel drive, you can have that. But the really nice thing about this car is that there is an entry-level version, which is called the 50, with the small battery pack that is 52 kilowatt hours usable. And that car in Norway starts from less than 300,000 kroners, which is pretty insane. In Europe, it's going to cost around 33,000 euros, which is a very aggressive price point. It's about 3,000 euros less than the Volkswagen ID3. And you may be thinking, is this, you know, the ID3 version of the Skoda version of the ID3? Well, actually it isn't, because this is an SUV. And you can have it with four-wheel drive. It's bigger, it's larger. The trunk, once I show you guys the interior, is 470 liters. So I think as a package, like you can have this at the low end at the price point, or you can have this, you know, as a fully spec'd version with all-wheel drive. It covers a very wide basis. So let's jump in and I'll show you guys the interior. I want to ask you guys a small favor that is completely free for you, and that is subscribing to the channel. You may not care about subscribers, and I really don't care about subscribers, but the manufacturers and the brands do. So when I try to get early access to a car, they look at my subscriber count, they look at my view count. View count is very good, but subscribers is a little bit lacking for where I want to be to, you know, be invited to more events. So I want to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel, and if we could get to 50,000 subscribers before the end of October, I want to plan a big trip somewhere in Europe, somewhere around the world with an awesome electric car, and I want you guys to choose where. So again, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for commenting and liking and also subscribing. So jumping into the interior of this new Elroq, I'm just going to adjust the seat, because this seat was sat all the way up. I don't have to sit this high. But it's nice to see that if you're, you know, a shorter person, you can adjust the seat really high to have, you know, that commanding view. And, you know, jumping into this car, you really feel like it is an SUV, unlike a lot of other, you know, electric cars that claim to be SUVs but aren't SUVs. You don't sit high in them. This has a nice driving position, so I'm sitting here. I'm going to adjust this seat to about my driving position so we can check out the rear seats later, because, you know, this car isn't very expensive. As I said, it starts from less than 300,000 kroners in Norway, or about 33,000 euros. So that's, you know, smack in the middle of competitors like the Volvo EX30 or the Kia EV3, which are a lot smaller. Like, those cars are a lot shorter. But you know, first impressions here, you have, you know, adjustable armrest. This is probably a high trim version. You have, you know, this faux leather on the dashboard. You have this 13-inch infotainment system screen. You have the smaller 5-inch infotainment driver display in front of the driver. And again here, you have the Skoda logo, the Skoda letters instead of the logo. You have this 2-spoke steering wheel. And from here, if you told me I was sat behind the wheel of a Skoda Enyaq, I would believe you, because, you know, this feels like a Skoda Enyaq. It's just, I don't know, does it feel smaller? Really not. And also, you know, materials, it feels like a high quality product. The seats are nice, the driving position is nice. So let's hop into the rear and see how I fit behind myself. Okay, so let's hop into the rear. And guys, this is very impressive. This is what you're gonna get from that 2,765 millimeter wheelbase, which is the same as the Enyaq, and that is that rear legroom. If you guys have seen any of my videos, I don't even fit behind myself in a Volvo EX30. I'm touching. So I'm about 178 centimeters, 180 centimeters with shoes, so 5'10", 5'11", and I have plenty of room here. The bench is really nice, like it is at a nice height, and also I have a lot of knee room behind myself, but also a lot of foot room. This is a little bit curious. Oh, you can remove this. Ah, then you have like, okay, this is storage, and then you have a completely flat floor. So even in the middle, like you can have 3 adults sitting abreast here, and there's still plenty of headroom because the car is actually almost as wide as a Skoda Enyaq. I think it's like 1.84 or 1.88 meters wide. Yeah. And like also, of course, here in the rear, the materials are going to be a little bit cheaper, but that's to be expected at this price point. So guys, we have with us head of design, right, at Skoda for the Elroq, Oliver Stefani. Really nice to meet you. So we're here at this, you know, beautiful scenery, this beautiful building, beautiful Czech. It's my first time here. And we're at the beautiful launch of this. Do you want to tell me a little bit about, you know, this new direction for Skoda? I think it's very striking at first.
Yes, Chris, this is the all-new Elroq. Yeah? So, and this is the first car that we designed with our new design language, what we call modern solid. Yeah?
Modern solid,
Modern
yes.
solid. Yeah? So we changed a little bit the design direction, but also we changed the company a little bit, yeah, in terms of customer expectation, that we're looking for customers that are looking more for functionality. Yeah? So it's not just a design move, it's the whole brand is moving a little bit. Yeah? So,
okay.
But this is expressing also in the design. Design always can express these values. And modern solid for us contains 3 words, very important words. It's simplicity, solidity, authentic, and functionality. 4 words.
4 words.
It's solid, functional, and authentic. Yeah? These are
perfect.
the 3 words.
Yeah, it's the 3 words plus 1 word. Plus 1 word.
But this 1 word is very expensive, and not
Yeah.
expensive, but very interesting because it's simplicity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you look at the car, you feel that it's getting a little bit more simple from the shapes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of graphical elements, yeah. But a lot of reducing the complicated shapes. So
Yeah.
if I start on the bonnet, you see that we have this power dome, and that we're using now the
so it's
Skoda
like
lettering.
a small,
It's a small
indentation,
dent,
right?
like you see here. Yeah. So that gives a little bit more shape to the bonnet.
Yeah.
And then we have this typical Skoda line together with the Skoda lettering. Yeah.
So
And
can I ask you, I
Yes,
don't mean
please.
to interrupt you, but there's no Skoda logo on this whole car, it's just...
No, look at the wheels. We have Skoda logos on the wheels, yeah.
Okay, on the wheels,
Should
but
be
not on
there.
the steering wheel and
Not
not
on
on
the
the boot?
No, we're going a little bit more from we don't get rid of the logo, but we're moving more to the lettering.
Interesting.
Because in the digital world, it's much better, yeah, because the logo is a bit complicated, especially when you get tiny, yeah. So
Makes
that's
sense.
for this digital world, we changed a little bit to this Skoda lettering. And then we have this line, which is very important, and this line you find in all the Skoda cars, yeah?
It's this line, so
Exactly,
it cuts down a little bit.
It cuts
It's
down
very
into
distinct, it's very
this
signature of Skoda, right?
Absolutely. This line is very important because this now is our new grille. We don't have a radiator in the back anymore, yeah? So
Yeah.
This is what we call the tech deck, yeah?
Tech deck.
Tech deck.
Okay, interesting.
So it's connected to the headlights. So we started here, going all over the car, makes the car super wide looking, very modern looking. And the reason why we did this, because we don't need air anymore on the top, yeah.
So you don't need the cooling as
Cooling
you do
will be
with an
just on the
internal
bottom.
combustion.
Exactly.
You have it here because you have radiators, but you
Right,
don't need the
Chris.
same amount of cooling, right?
And
exactly.
here we have now the camera, and we have also the radar, and also for the future we can put more sensors in here if we want and if we have to, yeah.
Yeah. So
And then-
are there any sensors behind here now?
Yes, here's the, as I said, here's the camera,
Yeah.
and here sits also the radar for this detection.
So normally you had the radar down here, right?
Exactly, but
maybe
we
in the
mo-
middle,
yes.
like in the Enyaq, but now it's hidden.
Yeah, also the Enyaq has it on top already, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's a bit ugly to have the radar so low,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's also for dirt and snow is not so nice. Yeah?
No, exactly. Especially I'm from Norway.
Exactly, that's why I
And
say
like having it low down in winter, you're getting snow on it, it
this.
doesn't
Exactly.
work anymore.
So much better here.
Oh, that's
yeah?
a good idea.
So and then we have this day running light signature here. So with
Yeah.
these 4 blocks, and then we have here this segmentation of the lights,
So is this is illuminated?
also illuminated. Yeah.
So I have to say, I really like this new.
Yes.
You know, I was looking at the press release yesterday because you know us who review these cars, we're lucky we get to see the car like a day or before. And the first thing that caught my attention was this.
Yeah.
Is this something we're going to see in future Skodas? This light signature?
Yes, yeah, we will. And this is also connected here. And why we did the segmentation is also you don't see any shut lines, yeah? So
Yeah, yeah.
It looks really
Yeah, no shut
homogeneous,
lines. Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
And this is also super tight, super clean.
Yeah.
And the main functions will sit down here. We made this as small as possible, yeah? All right?
It kind of looks like a mini Porsche Macan.
Well, if you say so, I think this is not a mistake.
Yeah. Especially yesterday, actually, I saw the Macan live at the Porsche dealer in Oslo, and this is very reminiscent of that. So I think you've done a great design for such a, you know, a small, compact electric
What it
vehicle.
makes it really unique and not Macan is, of course, the tech deck with the shapes and
Yeah,
stuff like this.
exactly.
So that's awesome. So then we have this more, let's say, a little bit more solid, rugged looking like functional approach here. And for the first edition, which this is, we have this color here in the air intakes and the glossy blackie.
So
so-
this is gloss black for the first edition.
Yes.
It's it looks also metallic.
It's painted. It's really
Yeah.
nice. So can we go to the side of the car,
Yeah,
Chris?
sure. We can go to the side.
So because for me, what is really super nice is the side view of the car, yeah?
Yeah.
So when you look at the car and the O-rings is quite perfect, yeah? The big wheels, the wheelbase, the height of the car, it looks just as it is really,
So these are
Perfect.
21-inch wheels, right?
yes. Yeah.
Kind of looks like the one you got with the VRS version of the Enyaq, right?
Yes, yeah, it looks very nice.
But this
And
is
also
very
with
cool,
the
this
covers-
sporty strip.
This is the sporty strip, this is the communication color that we want to add.
Ah, exactly.
So you have this here on the wheels, and you also find this in the
On the seat belts.
on the seat belts, exactly.
Ah.
yeah.
You
And
know,
this
we have
also
an
here.
expression in Norway called rød tråd. It's like silver lining, but red thread. This is literally
Yeah.
red seat belts,
Yeah.
red strip is red thread or silver lining.
Yeah. So and then also what is nice here, we have the Terminia green, yeah, which is a
What's
new
the color called?
Tumian green,
Tumian green.
yeah, Timiano. And also in combination with the black roof for the first edition, it looks stunning, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I really like this color. It's a really
Super
cool,
nice,
nice
huh?
color.
And when we go to the rear, so we have this segmentation in the taillights, as you see this here, yeah. And also this functional approach also in the lower part of the bumper, and has also good loading height and
Yeah.
width and stuff like practical Skoda as it is, yeah.
It looks very sporty and elegant at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it gives the car very nice width.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it widens the car.
Yeah.
And also the taillights. I think, me personally, I think the execution is even better here than in the Enyaq or in the Kodiaq. I think it's very, you know, typical the Skoda, the triangle design.
Yeah.
But I think it's just done in a very tasteful way. And I really like the black
That's nice.
logos and lettering. It's very modern and very cool. Because this car's probably going to appeal to a little bit younger buyer group than the Enyaq, I would imagine, right?
I guess so, but I think it's so nice it will appeal to all the groups, to be honest. I hope so. So,
Exactly.
and this is basically it in a nutshell, our design, yeah? So
Yeah.
I think it's quite convincing, I have to
Well,
say.
thank you very much, Oliver Stefane.
Thanks, Chris.
Really nice, you know, having the guy who is responsible for the design. Thank you very much.
Thank you, you're welcome.
So the rear end of the Elroq, it has this, you know, this triangle rear taillight design, and I think it's an evolution of the Enyaq. It looks a little bit like the Kodiaq in the rear. I do think, you know, the Skodas have a really nice rear end. Maybe it's a little bit boring, maybe it's a little bit too conservative, but I think, you know, overall it is an attractive design. And you know what's nice about this car? It's about 16.5 centimeters shorter than the Enyaq. So in Europe, in a lot of European cities, it's gonna be a really nice compact size for parallel parking. But you're still going to get 470 liters of cargo capacity. If you fold down the rear seats, that's 1,580 liters. And for being this size of vehicle, I think that is very, very impressive. So this 50 version, which is the entry-level version, is going to start from less than 300,000 kroner here in Norway, or about 33,000 euros. There's no pricing on the 60 yet, which is, you know, a bigger battery pack version of that. And then the 85X, I'm estimating in Norway about 450,000 kroners for that 85X with a 550, 560 kilometer WLTP rated range, all-wheel drive, that big battery pack, peak charging speed of 175 kilowatts, 10 to 80% in about 28 minutes, which is a really nice package. If you can get that car for, I don't know, less than 50,000 euros in Europe or less than 500,000 kroners in Norway, I think it's going to be a very good price point. So guys, this is a very short video because this is a very busy event, but hopefully I'll get to film this car on Norwegian soil in just a few weeks and make you guys a much more detailed video. So guys, let me know what you think about the new Skoda Elroq. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Are you excited about it? If you aren't, what car at this price point are you excited about? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys there, and goodbye.